Hello, my name is Wong and my matrix number is 71956. Today, I would like to present about my final year project 2 presentations. My supervisor name is Dr. Wang Hui and my examiner name is Dr. Tiong Wei King. My FYP title is about co-curriculum system for SJK Chung Hua No.5. For the introductions, I would like to talk about my client's backgrounds. So my client is from SJK Chung Hua No.5, which is a primary school that located in Kuching, Sarawak. The teachers in the schools are facing the difficulties on managing their students' co-curricular details. Currently, the co-curricular system using in SJK Chung Hua No.5 is Excel form recording for manual key in the co-curricular informations. There are 3 problems facing by the school. The first one is about the inefficiency of the work process, as it takes time for the teachers to save the co-curricular data as using the manual key method, and it is difficult for the teachers to search for the co-curricular records from the papers and the files. The second problem is about imbalanced registration quota. As the student register the activities through filling the form, it is difficult for them to control the registration quota for each co-curricular activity. It is also unable to do the analysis on the students' co-curricular activities, as they do not have the accurate statistic data on students' participations, and it's difficult to generate the summary report by using the co-curricular information that getting from the files and the papers. For aims and objectives, the main objectives of this project is to develop an online system that helps SJK Chung Hua No.5 primary school to manage their school co-curricular activities. The sub-objectives of this project is to design and implement the co-curriculum system for SJK Chung Hua No.5 primary school and also evaluate the performance of the proposed online co-curriculum system. The methodology using in this project is the system development methodology, which is waterfall model. It consists of the sequential phases such as requirements, design, development, testing, deployment, and also maintenance. This waterfall model can be used when the requirements are clearly stable and defined. For the significance of the project, it can help the school to manage the co-curricular staff in a better efficiency way and improve their work quality. The co-curriculum system will also provide a better user experience for the users and increase their productivity. For the literature review, there are analysis conducting between the 3 existing similar co-curricular system with the current management system in SJK Chung Hua No.5. The 3 existing systems are the MyEasyCo online co-curriculum system, PHSK system, and also the current co-curriculum system in SJK Chung Hua No.5 with the proposed system. Next, there will be a comparisons about the functionalities between the 3 existing systems with the current system. Based on the table below, it shows the comparisons between the functionalities on the 3 existing systems with the proposed system. So based on the tables, we can see that the current Excel recording system does not have implement these required functions to manage the co-curricular informations. Whereas for the MyEasyCo system, it do not have login authentications, student access on own current co-curricular details, and also the registration quota access. For the system PHSK, it also don't have the functions for student access on the own co-curricular details and also registration quota access. So for the proposed system, these required functions will be implemented inside the online co-curriculum system to help the teachers to manage the co-curricular informations. Next, the current Excel recording system also do not require the functions of generate, analyze, summary, record, save in a database, upload attachment file access, and also resource searching. The MyEasyCo functions also do not have the functions for upload the attachment file access. Therefore, all these required functions will be implemented inside the proposed system to help to manage the co-curricular informations and also enhance the management of the school co-curriculum methods. For the requirement analysis and designs, there are 3 diagrams using in the system analysis, which are the overall architecture diagrams, data flow diagram, and also the entity relationship diagram. For the overall system architecture diagram, we can see that all the data are get from the database through the online hosting server to show in the online co-curricular system. The students, teachers, and the admin have their own site to access to the online co-curricular system by using the multiple device web browsers. Next, the data flow diagram also using in design for the system. Here shows the context level diagram, which consists of three entities in this system. They are admin, students, and also the teachers. So we can see that for admin, they have the functions like request attendance record, request analyze report, and also add co-curricular activities, teacher account, and also students. Whereas for the teachers, they can request for the co-curricular activity times, upload the co-curricular report, mark student attendance, edit co-curricular activity details, and manage on the students' co-curricular details. For student, they can register to the co-curricular activities, request for the co-curricular announcement, and also request for the time calendar. The entity relationship diagram also using in design this system. There are nice tables they are using in design this online proposal system. For admin, the admin table can help to manage for the teacher table, KK table, and also the student tables. For teachers, they can manage on the KK table for manage the co-curricular informations and also manage for the attendance table for student attendance. For student, they can register to the co-curricular activities through the KK student table, and also the students are categorized by class and their study years. Besides, the student also consists of the attendance, which helps to let the teachers to mark their attendance. Now, I would like to present about my project demo sections to show my proposed system implementations. Now, I would like to present about my system project demo. The page here we can see is about the teacher login page. So there are three sites for the online co-curricular system, which is admin, students, and also teacher. Now I would like to present about the teacher login first. So for the teacher, they need to insert the ID and their password to log into the system by click on the sign in button. So after the teacher login, the first page will be showing the dashboard for the teacher, which is categorized by the study years and the total number of students registered. So for example, we can see here, there's a total number of 4 students, which is from year 4, and the number of registered students in Club dan Persatuan for the year 4 student is 3. And for the Sukan dan Permainan is also 3. And for unit per uniform is also 3. So for displaying this table can help the teachers to view on the summary informations of the co-curricular information. Next, for the teacher profile, the teacher can upload their own profile picture by clicking on the choose file button and also choose for their profile picture, for example this, and click on the upload button. So it will upload the teacher profile picture and shows this message, profile picture uploaded successfully. So inside the teacher profile, there are the teacher information will be displayed, which is the ID, the teacher contact, the password, the teacher name, and their supervised class and supervised activities will be shown in the teacher profile page. So the teacher can also change their password by click on change password, and then need to enter for their old password and enter the new password, and re-enter again for their new password and click on the change button. So the password will be updated successfully. Next, the teacher can manage on the student co-curricular details. It has a filtering and searching functions for the teachers to search for the student in more efficiency way. So, for example, the teacher want to search for the unit per uniform, and after select for unit per uniform, all the unit per uniform co-curricular activities will be shown in this select box. And the teacher can choose, for example, pengakap, and click on the search button. So it will show all the students that has been registered inside the pengakap unit per uniform. And to upload the achievement, the teacher can click on the upload achievement button. So it will direct the teacher inside the student's profile. So the teachers can also upload the profile picture for the student, and also they can view their informations, their registered activities inside this page. The teacher can also upload the student achievement by clicking on this choose file button. And for example, I choose one PDF file and click on open and click the upload achievement button. So if you upload the achievement file to the student profile, so when the student log in to their profile, they can download the achievement file to view for their achievement results. Next, the teacher can also manage on the co-curricular profiles. So it also has the same filtering and searching functions for the teachers to search for the co-curricular activities, for example, club badminton. And also, all the co-curricular activities details are displayed in the table. For example, have the name of supervisor for this activity and the number of students registered, type of activity, and the time for this co-curricular activity. So it should be noted that the teacher can only edit on his supervised activities, such as for this teacher, he has the access on only the club, Bahasa Malaysia, and also pengakap, as he is the supervisor for these activities. So by clicking on this edit button, it will direct the teacher to the profile update page, and the details will be retrieved to the input box. So the teacher can edit on the time. For example, I change to Wednesday, and the time I change to 8 to 10, and the registration quota I change to 10. And this is the description, which will be showing to the students in the student side for announcement. And after editing, the teacher can click on the update button, so the club Bahasa Malaysia details will be updated. So we click on the update button. So after that, we can see that for the club Bahasa Malaysia, the time has been changed to Wednesday and 8 to 10. So this is how the teacher can manage the co-curricular activities. Next, I will present about the co-curricular activities report. So the teachers can manage the report by uploading the report for the co-curricular activities. For example, I choose the pengakap. The existing report that has been uploaded will be shown in the table, so the teacher can click on the link to download the report and view the report. And next, the teacher can upload the report by clicking on the choose file button and then select for the report, for example, this, and then click on the upload button. So the report will be uploaded to the table. And also there's a limit up to 15 files for each co-curricular activities to be uploaded. When the report has been reached the maximum number of 15 reports in a co-curricular activities, the teacher cannot upload the report anymore. Next, the teacher can update the report by clicking on this function. So for example, I choose a PDF file, click on open, and I click on update. So after update, it will be override by the new report inside the table. Next, the teacher can also manage for the new attendance. So for this new attendance, the teacher can only manage the attendance for his supervised activities only. So for example, we choose for Universal Uniform and Bulan Sabit Merah and click on search. So it will show a message that you are not allowed to create the attendance for the activity that is not supervised by you. So please contact the supervisor for further actions. So the teacher can only have the access to the activities that he supervised. So for example, this teacher has the supervised at pengakap. So after we click, a table will show for the teacher, and a list of students which is registered to pengakap activity will be shown in the table. So the teacher can create the attendance by select a date, and also mark the attendance by tick on the student tick box, and also they can write an absent reason for the student who absent. And next, we click on the submit. So the attendance will be submitted successfully. So to view the attendance record, the teacher can click on the attendance record and also search for the pangakap, and all the records will be displayed here. So just now we create the attendance for the 20th of July. So you can click on edit. So all the data will be retrieved and the teacher can update on the student's attendance. After finish updating, you click on the update button. So he will successfully updated. And here shows another table which overall total attendance for each student, which means is all the dates for this pangakap activity will be shown in a column and all the registered students will be shown in a row. So for example, just now we create attendance for the 20th of July and all the students here are present in that day. And also the total attendance for each student is calculated and shown here, which is easy for the teachers to doing the attendance record. Next, we also have the calendar functions for the teachers. So the teachers can view for all the activities time in this timetable. So there's also a searching function for the teachers. For example, we click on the suka number mainan and we click on the club badminton. So it will show only for the club badminton time in the timetable. For example, club badminton is held on Wednesday from 10 to 12 p.m. So that's all for the teacher side functions. Now I would like to present about the student side of the online co-curriculum system. So to log in, the student can enter for their ID and also password and click on the sign in button. So after they direct the student into the login system, the student will be forced to register for a club activity first before the proceeding. So if the student click on the other page, it will still direct the student back to the registration page to force the student to register for an activity. So as required by the teachers, each student can only register for one club, one sport, and also one unit per uniform. So the students cannot register for the activity that has already achieved a full quota. For example, for Club Seni, it has achieved a full quota, so the student cannot register for this activity. So to register an activity, the student can click on the register button. So it will register successful and direct the student to another page, which is to register for suka number mainan. So the student can perform the same action by clicking on this register button, and it will direct the student again to the uniform page to register for uniform. So for example, the student can click on this bola sabit merah to register for the activity. So after the student has registered to all type of co-curricular activities, so it will show registration success. Now the student can go to the other page, for example, the student profile, to view for the register and the co-curricular details. So for the profile is same as the teacher profile, to show the details of the students. Next, the student can also view on the registration, view on their register activities announcement. For example, just now, the student has registered for Club Bahasa Malaysia. So all the details of the club will be showing in this page, include the contact number, teacher supervisor, and also the time of the club. And also the announcement will be updated by the teacher supervisor for the students to get the latest information. Lastly, the student can also view for the calendar. So all the activities that the student register will be displayed in the timetable to show the student their register activities time. So that's all for the student. Now, I would like to present about the admin side of the of the online co-curriculum system. So the admin can enter their ID, password, and sign into the system. And the admin can manage for the student account. It shows that the list of students has been displayed in the table. So to create a new student, the admin can enter the student ID, for example, 7111, and the name and the password, and select for the class and click on the add button. So the new student will be added to the system. And to edit, the admin can click on the edit button and also edit on the password or the name and the password. For example, I save password, click on update. So it shows that the password has been updated. So to delete a student, the admin can click on the delete button. So it shows that the student has been deleted successfully from the system. And also, it has a filter functions to filter the student by study year. For example, I choose for year 5 and the class 5A and click on the search class. So the student which meet the criteria will be shown in the table for the teacher, for the admin. Next, for the managed teacher account, it also have the same layout as the managed student account, which allow the admin to perform the CRUD functions. For the managed co-curricular activities profile, it also allow the admin to perform the CRUD functions for the co-curricular activities. And the admin has the access for editing for all the co-curricular activities. So for example, I want to edit for the club badminton, which already have 5 registered students in the system. So I click on edit and I edit the registration quota to less than 5. So after I click on the update, it will show an error to the admin that the quota must be at least 5 because the current registered student in this activity has 5. So the admin can only edit the registration quota to 5 or more than 5. So after I edit for the registration quota 40, update. So the registration will be updated to 40 quota. So it helps the admin to control the registration quota for each co-curricular activities. So next, for the managed co-curricular activities report, is allow the admin to view for the reports for all the co-curricular activities. For example, view for the pengakap reports. So all the reports that upload by the teacher supervisor of pengakap will be shown in the table, so the admin can download the PDF file to view. Next, for the attendance record, the admin also has the access to view for all the attendance record from the all co-curricular activities. So for example, view for the pengakap attendance record. So the overall total attendance for each student in the pengakap will be displayed in the table for the admin to record for each student's attendance. Next, we will have the calendar, which has the same layout with the teacher side. So the admin can view for all the co-curricular activities, time, and also they can filtering by using this search function. Filter, for example, badminton. So the time for club badminton will be shown, which is on the Wednesday from 10 to 12. Next, the admin also will have the analyze report functions. So the first graph showing the number of registered students for all co-curricular type. So the admin can view on the registered number of registered students for each club. And also they can make filter by clicking on club dan persatuan. It only shows the activities for club only, and by clicking on unit per uniform, and also it will show only for the unit per uniform students number. And by hovering on this bar, it can show the number of registered students to the admin. Next, also have the graph for the number of registered students, which is grouped by the study year and co-curricular type, which means that all the number of students that register in the club, sport, and uniforms is categorized by their study year. Next, we also have the attendance percentage for all co-curricular type graph. So in this graph, the x-axis is represented by attendance percentage and the y-axis is represented by the co-curricular activities. So the admin can view for the attendance percentage for each club, and also they can do the filter by co-curricular type. For example, club and persatuan, sukan dan permainan, unit per uniform, and all the co-curricular activities attendance. And by hovering on the bar, it will show the attendance percentage for each co-curricular activity. Next, there's also another filter by filtering by month. So for example, when a admin can click on the unit per uniform and it shows the all co-curricular activities with the type of unit per uniform, and he want to check for the attendance for June, so you select on June, so it will display for the June only. So for example, for the June unit per uniform pengakap, it has the attendance of percentage 70%. So when we select on July, it will display again for July, it has a 66.67% attendance for the pengakap. So that's all for the admin sites, and that's all for my demo project. Thank you. Now, I would like to present about the usability testing of this proposed system. So the Google form questionnaire is prepared for the 30 respondents from the users SJK Chung Hua No.5, which are mainly from students and teachers. So from the first graph, it shows the statistics of satisfactions on the system user interface. Basically, the user interface testing is focusing on the system designs, font size, interface designs, as also the overall user interface experience. So the results of the user interface testings are majority from strongly agree, which shows positive feedbacks from the users. Next, it shows the statistics of satisfactions on the admin functionalities. All the functions from the admin side is listed in the questionnaire to get the feedbacks from the users. The majority of the respondents feel strongly agree on these functions as it helps to manage the co-curricular informations in an efficient way. Through the feedbacks given by the respondents, I think that the managed student account and the managed teacher accounts functions can be improved by adding more students and teacher informations. Next, for the statistics of satisfactions on teacher functionalities, it shows almost the same with the admin functionalities result, as the majority of the respondent rate on strongly agree on the teacher's functions. Especially for the managed co-curricular activities and student attendance functions get a very good result, as all the feedbacks are positive, which are mainly from the agree and strongly agree, which indicate that these functions perform well and as expected by the users. Next, it shows the statistics of satisfaction on the students' functionalities, which include the student profile, co-curricular registrations, view register co-curricular announcement, and a calendar. Most of the respondents also rate for the strongly agree for these functions. And through the feedbacks from the respondent, they think that for the view register co-curricular announcement can be improved by allowing the teachers to upload the files for the students, which can let the students to download some teaching material for their co-curricular activities. For this achievement is to develop an online co-curriculum system with the user-friendly interface for the users in SJK Chung Hua No.5 primary school. The system is fulfilled with the user requirements and specifications, which include the managed co-curricular details, managed student co-curricular details and attendance, student registrations for co-curricular activities, and generate the analysis report. All the defined functions in the project are evaluated to meet the user requirements, and the feedbacks received from the users are positive, indicates the system are satisfied by the users and perform well as expected. For the future works will be done is to implement the multilingual support functions to the system to improve the usability, and also adding some detailed information about the co-curricular activities, such as some images, history, and awards in the co-curricular activity page, which is visible for the students to view before they can register an activity. Conclusion, the objective of the project has been achieved with the user requirements are fulfilled and satisfied. The online co-curriculum system will be the ideal system for SJK Chung Hua No.5 for record the co-curricular matters and enhance their management process. So that's all for my presentations. Thank you.